Werewolves and werewolf fiction. The origins of the werewolf come from the Old English word meaning man-wolf. A werewolf is a human being who is able to transform into a wolf or a wolf-like creature. Uh, this transformation can happen either voluntarily or as a result of a curse. Uh, until the 1900s, wolf attacks on humans happened occasionally, which is why uh, this fear of wolves started, and then it evolved into this man-eating, half man, half wolf creature. And some of the earliest accounts of werewolves are in Roman stories and in the medieval times. There are some werewolf stories. The history of the werewolf genre. The first known stories of werewolves date back to Greek mythology and the Middle Ages. During the Victorian Age was when the werewolf started to show up again as a symbol against the society, being a common symbol for the beast within. At the beginning of the 20th century, they popped up again, being part of the pop fiction stories, which is when they also started to become a symbol of sexuality. During the 70s and 80s, they became even more popular as they started being part of more books and films. And since the 1990s, they are still popular and are a common fantasy trope, being a symbol of both the beast within and of sexuality. Ele- Elements of the werewolf genre. I've just taken some examples that I found interesting. One of them is, of course, the wolf. The wolf is often presented with traits associated with wild wolves that we are familiar with. These being, of course, it being merciless and cunning, and of course loyal to almost the T to its pack. Uh, Werewolf stories also often have an expert. This is an hero, or at least someone who knows a lot about werewolves and how to fight them. This being either holy relics of some sort or just silver bullets, which is also a symbol of weakness for werewolves. And the setting of many werewolf stories are normally in the wilderness or at least some forest. Again, because of the wolf aspect, the wolf being wild and untamable. Symbols and themes. Again, I've just chosen some of the ones that I found most interesting or most shocking. One of them is, of course, the full moon. This being what often symbolizes the transformation of the wolf, being a full moon. And the word, or the Luna, the Roman goddess of the moon, gave her name to lunacy, meaning moon sickness, which is kind of this behavior change that some believe to this day still believe that the moon has an effect on how we behave. So kind of this, when the full moon is out, you aren't what you used to be. You are a monster that you can't control, or you let this beast within out. minorities. The werewolf is often used as a symbol for minorities, because a wolf is often seen as an outsider, so they are normally characterized by his or her outsiderness, and this is often used uh, in especially the LGBTQ community. They have a whole genre of uh, LGBTQ werewolves. So they are very common symbol for gay rights or racism. And then, of course, a very big theme of werewolves is the beast within, which is the beast within is kind of this ugly or bad side that we have in us that we don't show to people, but that then sometimes comes out. In this form is just a physical manifestation of this beast or ugly side that all humans have.